Recycling has the power to deliver a host of climate, economic, and waste management benefits. And as America Recycle Weeks kicks off, Recycling Partnership wants to make sure that you've got the tools that you need to help fix recycling. And joining us to explain is Keith Harrison, CEO of the Recycling Partnership. Keith, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing, Jackie and Jason? I'm really glad to be here with you.
Thanks for joining us. Great. Let's start off with this question. Why does the U.S. recycling system need to be fixed?
Well, we all know about recycling, right? We learned about it in school. In fact, our research shows us 80% of the public believe it's an important part of protecting the environment. But the fact is that as we've been increasing recycling over the years, it's still a very local operation. In fact, there are 9,000 different recycling programs, all run by towns like Fort Smith across the country. And so what we know is that the dedication of the local officials is there, but sometimes it can be an economic challenge. So building a better recycling system means building consistency across all 50 states to make sure that everyone in this country has equitable access to recycling, and then everyone does.
Yes, absolutely. And luckily, we do have some great recycling centers here in Northwest Arkansas. But what about those communities that don't have access to recycling programs? Why is that, Keith?
Well, we know in the greater Fort Smith area, there's about a 35% on-property access to recycling. Now, what does that mean? That means that you can recycle at home, and at home, it might be a roll cart if you're in a single-family home, or if you're in a multifamily apartment building, it might mean a drop-off center right there on property with you. So we know that in every community across the country, there is still an opportunity to make sure that more people can. What's been holding us back from that? Well, growth is one, as populations change and new parts of communities come up. But the second really is about economics. That's where policy can play a really important part in making sure that there is consistent access across the country so that everyone has the same opportunity to recycle.
Yeah, certainly. It sounds like we're talking about challenges here. How are companies addressing some of these challenges you've mentioned?
Right. We work with some of the biggest companies in the world to help make sure that they are designing for recycling because they have a critical role to play. We want to make sure that they're not just putting stuff out into the world, but they're being very intentional about designing for the recycling system and then being accountable for helping to build a better recycling system. Again, that access, making sure that everyone can. That's why we're very happy to partner with companies like Walmart right there in Arkansas to make sure that we're building consistent recycling opportunities.
Yeah, we love to hear that. You mentioned a minute ago we were talking about policies, right? Can policies truly make a difference, and what kind of difference can policies make?
Policy can make sure that, one, everyone can recycle, and we're talking about all the stuff you may be used to recycling in your bins, bottles, cans, jars, boxes, newspapers. But policy can also help make things that haven't traditionally been recyclable become recyclable. Things like polypropylene, those yogurt containers. We're seeing a shift. So policy can make sure that everyone can, everyone does, and it also ensures that companies are held accountable for being part of the solution. Policy allows us to say, companies, be part of helping to build a better recycling system so the stuff that you make can turn into a new thing tomorrow.
Turn it. That's right. Upcycle it, right? I love that idea. Keith, where can our audience go for more information?
Recyclingpartnership.org is a great place to go. Also, check out your local recycling program.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us and filling us in as this week kicks off, and we appreciate your time.
Thanks for your time. Good to talk to you.
Yeah, absolutely.